Okay, I'm not going to read this because I don't think it makes for good viewing, in my opinion. Like I read the article verbatim, then just offer my opinion. I think it'll be better if I summarize what actually happened, and I'll link the article and you can read it yourself. And we'll watch this short 1 minute video as well. Okay, I think that's a far better thing to do. So there's a school called Tony Trinity School. It's owned by some rich cosmetics company owner who's a billionaire apparently. He's very, very rich. And there was this feminist and teacher, and she basically says it'd be good if Dexter would kill all the white boys, get rid of all the white boys. And Dexter, if you don't know who Dexter is, he's a vigilante serial killer, a fictional one from the TV series Dexter, right? And women love Dexter actually. Women love serial killers in general. So their claim that they're scared of violent men is a lie, but that's a digression. So this teacher's called for the death of white students. Okay, the school haven't fired her. The school have only given a weak-ass statement after a little bit of pressure. The right wingers are hijacking this and making it about left versus right, and even using terms like woke, right? When they actually refuse to name the problem. This teacher who called for the death of white boys is a feminist. She's not woke. She's not a leftist. She might happen to be a leftist, but that's not part of the issue, right? It's not part of right-wing, left-wing thought to hate on white men. It's part of feminist thought to hate on white men and hate on all men. Okay? So this teacher still got a job. The newspaper article, the New York Post, handled this in a really weak-assed way. And it's clear this school supports her hate and her pro-genocide views. They support her views because they refuse to fire her. Period. If a raving anti-Semite was ranting about killing the Jews, and this company knew about it and they refused to fire him, it means that company endorsed that anti-Semitism. This company endorsed her feminist views. This billionaire owner of the school endorses her views. He refuses to fire her. And she's an average looking woman. She's an older woman from what I can see, but decent looking for her age. She's not a knockout. She's not a stunner, but she's an average looking, decent looking woman. And it just goes to show it doesn't take a supermodel to get a billionaire to back hatred towards men, because that hatred is innate towards in himself. It's part of his character. It's part of a lot of characters of men. This is why they back feminism. Okay? And it shows you that rich, high status men are not immune to feminist hate. So this teacher is in a position of authority over these students. Okay? She's in a position of authority over these students, right? So, and they're young men. That means they're vulnerable. Look, Trinity School bears its unholy leftist hate. It's feminist hate. It's not leftist hate. So let's just watch this video.
On the upper side, it's definitely a school where conservatives would not feel comfortable. I don't hide how I feel, but I can't pretend I'm promoting. I'm agenda. Yeah. Even though I clearly am. I can't promote all the stuff I'm doing. But when I started there, I was.
So I find it very interesting. Okay, I find it very interesting that she feels comfortable bearing what she really feels to a man. It's amazing. The cognitive dissonance and barefaced dishonesty of the feminist movement is staggering, right? These feminists will claim they're scared of men, men oppress them, they're the class enemy, but feminist women are comfortable expressing their class hatred of men to other men. So it shows that their claims of being scared of men or feeling that men oppress them is just a barefaced lie. Feminists know they're lying, actually. They know they're lying. But let's carry on.
I hid my whole life. I felt like a double agent or something.
Yeah. She hid her whole life. She felt like a double agent. That means I'm a feminist. I hold feminist views. I didn't know there was fellow feminists in this group with me. But now that there's more feminists in this school with me, I feel emboldened to express myself and try and marginalise men.
Unfortunately, it's the white boys who feel like very entitled to express their opposite opinions and just push back.
So, okay, this is very interesting, okay? Because feminists claim that women are marginalised, and opinionated women who express themselves are shouted down by society and suppressed by society. Right? That's bullshit. Women are enabled to say whatever they fucking want. Women are unable to express attraction to underage boys. Women are unable to express hate and murderous attention towards males. Right? There's a female celebrity whose name I can't remember who wrote a biography that she abused her younger sister and nothing's happened to her. No action has been taken against her. She's still an acceptable member of society. Right? So it's clear that this claim that opinionated women get shouted down by society is just a lie in its projection. This woman doesn't like opinionated boys expressing themselves, and they're probably pushing back against their feminist hate, right? So this white ringers, this needs to be a broad front against feminist hate. It needs to be left wing, it needs to be right wing, but the right and left in America are so divided, so polarized, they can't work together on anything, and they're both so fucking delusional. They hijack any issue and make it about their pointless left versus right war. This woman needs to be fired, right? Needs to be investigated to see if she's done anything to harm male students, downmark them. If she has downmarked male students, she should be convicted of some sort of crime and sent to prison. Okay? This can't be about left versus right politics or right versus left politics. It's complete fucking nonsense. And it's shame on the New York Post to hijack this nonsense with their nonsense. So this is not a freak occurrence. This is not a freak accident. This is going across schools everywhere. There's Title X in America, right, in universities. There's been cases of a male student who looks like an alleged rapist. The woman doesn't even go, oh, that person raped me. She goes, she looks like someone who raped me years ago and I feel uncomfortable and I'm triggered. That male student still gets expelled. That's how subhuman male students are. And males in general are, right? Females collude. They do it in an overt way and covert way, but they do it covertly at first. And once they gain enough power, they do it overtly, then push students out. Okay? Men need to unify and fight back against this hate. And look, we might need a sex segregated society, actually, to protect men from women. And it's got to be a men first society as well. So jobs go to men first, business education go to men first. And you go, oh no, you get outraged. That's not equality. I'm sorry. Women have had 50 years of affirmative action. Men need their affirmative action. Not equality, affirmative action. There, I've said it. Men need jobs more than women do. Men can't get relationships and leech off women with them. They can't parasite off women like women can off men. Okay, and that's probably never going to stop, unfortunately. So jobs have to go to men first. Higher education has to go to men first, right? Period. So, and maybe when women can behave themselves and not aggress against the male sex and undermine them and sabotage them and destroy their lives on so many different levels. If women can behave themselves, then maybe we give them a bit of equality, then we give them equality. But until then, men first.